War is an ugly thing, but not the ugliest of things. The decayed and degraded state of moral and patriotic feeling which thinks that nothing is worth war is much worse. It is better to be a human being dissatisfied than a pig satisfied. Better to be Socrates dissatisfied than a fool satisfied. A person may cause evil to others not only by his actions, but by his inaction, and in either case he is justly accountable to them for the injury. The worth of a state, in the long run, is the worth of the individuals composing it. One person with a belief is equal to 99 who have only interests. The only freedom which deserves the name is that of pursuing our own good in our own way, so long as we do not attempt to deprive others of theirs or impede their efforts to obtain it. A state which dwarfs its men, in order that they may be more docile instruments in its hands even for beneficial purposes, will find that with small men no great thing can really be accomplished. Every man who says frankly and fully what he thinks is so far doing a public service. The only purpose for which power can be rightfully exercised over any member of a civilized community, against his will, is to prevent harm to others. Bad men need nothing more to compass their ends than that good men should look on and do nothing. He who knows only his side of the case knows little of that. The individual is not accountable to society for his actions, insofar as these concern the interests of no person but himself. The only virtue which is not brought to account is courage. The fatal tendency of mankind to leave off thinking about a thing when it is no longer doubtful is the cause of half their errors. The despotism of custom is everywhere, the standing hindrance to human advancement. I have learned to seek my happiness by limiting my desires, rather than in attempting to satisfy them. To understand one woman is not necessarily to understand any other woman. Eccentricity has always abounded when and where strength of character has abounded, and the amount of eccentricity in a society has generally been proportional to the amount of genius, mental vigor, and moral courage which it contained. A man who has nothing for which he is willing to fight, nothing which is more important than his own personal safety, is a miserable creature, and has no chance of being free unless made and kept so by the exertions of better men than himself. He who lets the world, or his own portion of it, choose his plan of life for him, has no need of any other faculty than the ape-like one of imitation.